My car is currently overheating like crazy. It's starting to blow smoke a bit. Well, I've been driving the car around and it looks like it's starting to overheat. I had to pull over because my temp gauge was super high. Just stopped here for a couple minutes. I actually went ahead and called Motor, and I'm actually gonna head out there and do a leak down test. I have a feeling my head gasket went out from the Super Street feature. The car's been acting weird. We were pretty much getting ready for a tune, but it's starting to overheat and I really wanna make sure that the head gasket's good before we even consider tuning it. So if that's the case, we're gonna have to pull the head, change out the head gasket, get it resurfaced, do all that stuff. So hopefully all goes well, but it's just part of the game. At this point, I'm just gonna drive out to Motor really carefully and hopefully I make it there. So I'll see you guys there. All right, today we're gonna be doing a leak down test on the Mitsubishi Eclipse because I keep getting overheating issues, especially when at idle. So we're gonna be doing a leak down test just to make sure I didn't blow a head gasket. And in order to do that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take out the spark plug, so I'll do that first. Alright, so spark plugs are out. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the car on top dead center, which is done through the crank pulley down here. Alright, so now we're turning it.
You're nice.
Let me know when to stop.
Go, 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 go. Stop. A little bit more. Right there.
Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and remove the oil cap here. And we're gonna also remove the coolant, the radiator cap, which I'm hoping is not too hot. All right, and here we have the snap-on cylinder leakage tester that we're gonna be using to make sure that the head gasket is fine.
That's good.
It's not pushing coolant?
No, it's not. And leak down is, it's like 5%. Just a little blow by on the rings, but that's okay.
Okay, so now cylinder.
Okay. So, ideally the firing order will be 1342, right?
1342. 24%.
It's green is okay, but for power it's not the best.
All right, so cylinder 3 wasn't that great. Now we're gonna go back to cylinder 4, right?
But it's still not a gasket. That's
Right. So, right. Head.
Intake valve, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I can hear
That's
it.
a good cylinder.
I heard that.
Okay, that's good.
Nice and tight.
I see bubbles. Yep.
Oh, he has a blown gasket.
No way.
knew it.
Yeah, you're right. Number 4.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is the pressure. Good suggestion.
Told you. Been
No, it's. No, I get happy when you find solutions.
All right.
Pull the head.
Oh man.
Had a hatch and did the same exact thing. Same exact thing.
We got a blown head gasket on this car.
Well, they can do a hot job anyway.
Man. So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much remove the head. I really don't have a choice. I really do want to get the car tuned on the 85 as soon as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the head out here at Motor Engineering. Take it out to a machine shop, wait a couple days, bring it back, put it back together, test drive it, make sure it's all good. So I'll go ahead and schedule my appointment basically for the tune. So let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and start off by removing the coolant from the car first, and then we're gonna go ahead and start basically removing everything that's attached to the head. So it's gonna be a long process, but hopefully we can knock it out in one day. Alright, and before we remove the top part, we're going to go ahead and start removing the intake manifold so we can leave it on the car and basically detach it from the engine. Alright, timing cover's off. Now we're gonna go ahead and take off the coil pack, spark plugs, and valve cover. Alright, top to center, we're gonna go ahead and take off the timing belt, and then we're gonna go ahead and take off the remainder of the head. Alright guys, so we pretty much are getting close to getting the head out. I do want to give you guys a quick tip if you're doing this yourself. You want to go ahead and label these guys up top first of all, just to make sure that when you put everything back together that it's, you know, in the same exact order. For the rockers in there, there's this trick that you can do where you have basically like a little egg basket right here. You label both the intake side and the exhaust side, and then you place all 8 in the same order that it's in the head right now. Yeah, it's off right there. Oh, damn, bro, it's scratching my cam. 1, 2, all the way to 8. Nice. Alright guys, so we're getting pretty close. It's actually pretty tedious to do all this stuff. This is the first time I remove a head, but of course, it's good to learn. All we have left is to remove the ARP head bolt to the right in there, as you guys can see, and the head should be ready to pop right back out. Alright, the ARP head bolts are off. We're pretty much ready to remove the 4G63 head off the block.
Ready?
Make sure the intake manifold is all the way out.
Make sure the intake manifold.
Yeah, it's off
The manifold you are? Okay.
It's coming out, it's coming out. Oh, no, watch it. Damn. There we go.
Do I look sexy in the pic?
Sure does. And here is the head gasket. Let's pull it out real quick. Doesn't even look that bad, dude.
It worked.
It's leaking.
The head's worked.
Well, here's a bad head gasket. Put this right here. Man. Well guys, it's currently the following day. I have the Evo head here with me. I'm gonna go ahead and head out to the machine shop out in San Bernardino. I'll give you guys a quick look around the shop right now once we get there. But I honestly was not expecting to make this video. It was kind of like a left hook. I really was not, you know, looking at myself getting a head resurfaced because I blew a head gasket. So I'd much rather have it happen now rather than on the dyno tune. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm super nervous about the dyno tune with this car because it's really gonna put me, Lazy's, Carlos, and I's, you know, work to the test because it's a whole engine and drivetrain swap. It's not like the Evo when we got it tuned, it's just an OEM car with bolt-ons. I'm really nervous, I'm being really honest, but it has to get done. With the base map right now, the car isn't really in good standing as far as how it's running. It runs really bad. I can't push on it because it's prone to blowing up. So let's just get this head gasket done, schedule a dyno tune, and hope for the best, I guess. So. Alright, so we just got here to San Bernardino machine shop. I'm gonna go inside, take the head. Actually, I'll bring you guys along, see what they say. Alright, so I'm at the San Bernardino machine shop. I have Alberto here with me today. I'm basically, yeah, showing him the 4G63 head off an Evo 8.
First gen?
No, it's not for an Eclipse. Well, it's on an Eclipse, but it's from an Evo motor. Yeah, so it's an Evo 8 from an 03. I blew the head gasket on it.
So basically what we're gonna do is reseat the valves, resurface it.
Okay.
Brand new valve seals.
Okay.
Preferably SuperTech seals. So we'll try to get them in as soon as we can.
Okay.
SuperTech.
Gotcha.
Clean it up, make it look nice.
Okay.
We just got a new vapor hooning machine. It's gonna look factory.
Really good. All right, awesome. And then for anyone looking to basically get their head done, where could they find you? Like your location?
Yeah, we're located in San Bernardino.
Okay.
Our Instagram is at SB Machine Shop.
Okay.
So you could DM me. I work my own
Gotcha.
Instagram page.
Okay, perfect.
Phone number's on there too. So just give me a call, text, and if I don't answer, just keep trying because we're pretty busy.
Right. Guys, so huge thanks to Alberto over at SB Machine Shop. He was actually really cool. If you guys are looking to get your head redone, I highly recommend it. Of course, once we get the head back, we'll look over it, head back to the shop, and then test drive the car to make sure everything's good. So. Let's see.
surface, vapor honed. We did a custom valve job right here as a radius for more airflow on the cylinder head.
Okay.
And it's a basic 3 angle on the exhaust, but it's a 5 angle on the intake.
On the intake side.
Yeah. So I'm here with Miguel DSM. That's pretty much it. We didn't show everything that we do to rebuild the cylinder heads, only because it would take up too much time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit up my Instagram at SB Machine Shop, and we'll answer all your questions. And thank you to Miguel DSM, Busy Moto.
All right, and just like that, we're back at the Bisimoto warehouse. As you guys can see, all the cars are in here. We have the DSM sitting there pretty. We have all the parts laid out on the table, and we have the head pretty much ready. So let's get back on the GoPro, start putting this thing back together so that we're able to test drive it today. Alright, so the head gasket and head are on with the thermal intake manifold gasket. At this point I'm going to look up the torque specs for the ARP, hit the bolts, and tighten them up real quick. Alright, so I'm letting the lifters pretty much soak in oil before we put them onto the head. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and start on the intake manifold on the back and get it on there real quick. Alright, so we pretty much got the cam caps on there. We're going to do timing at the end. I'm going to focus on doing the exhaust stuff, connecting the sensors, and a bunch of the lines. Out here tuning. We got pretty much the whole exhaust setup, intercooler piping. We just have to time it, put the valve cover on, put some coolant in, start it up, test drive it, and see how it does. Alright, the car is pretty much put back together. We're gonna go ahead and pretty much start it to make sure everything's good and to purge the cooling system.
Good day. First get.
Full
Oh, that's it. We're back. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the head gasket video. As you guys can see, it was pretty much not expected, but it happened. We got it fixed. I want to give a huge thanks to BZ, Hetty, Duran, and Aaron out here at BZ Moto Engineering for helping out, guiding me throughout the whole process. And of course, a huge thanks to Alberto over at San Bernardino Machine Shop. And that's pretty much it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.